You ever watch an interview and just cringe at the disrespect? Like, how do these celebs keep their cool? Well, sometimes they don't. And honestly, we love to see it. Today, we're diving into the savage, iconic, and downright satisfying moments when celebrities said, "Enough is enough," and put rude interviewers in their place. From awkward walkouts to smooth clapbacks, this is a masterclass in not letting anyone play in your face.
The dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether, you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still...
He had to walk out of the interview, and it never stopped. It happened again when he was at Jimmy Kimmel's show.
Look in. Later on, we'll look. You'll go through my pants.
You could see his awkward face after the remarks, and here is what he had to say.
Well, yeah.
That was hot.
Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, doesn't play when it comes to disrespect, especially not on live TV.
Francois Botha, 6-1 underdog. Are there any concerns on your part?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do.
How about
Kill this mother...
You take into the ring a lot of rage. For example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
During a Canadian news interview meant to promote his one-man show, the host suddenly shifted gears and brought up Tyson's criminal past.
Some of your critics would say, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey,
here's what he had to say.
Interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that
come
comment.
on.
Michael B. Jordan, the Creed and Black Panther star, had to check a reporter real quick. Because when you come for him, you'd better come correct. He really knows how to shut them up.
And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
She tried to avoid the awkward moment, but the Creed actor was not ready to let it go anytime soon. Rihanna, the queen of unapologetic confidence, once shut down an interview.
Things are clearly going brilliantly in your career. I just wondered if you are as happy in your private life.
Wow, how disappointing was that question?
We've got to move on. I think
I'm
there's a question
happy and I'm
here.
single, if that's what you were really asking.
Morgan Freeman never disappoints.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it.
Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow herself, once had to shut down a reporter who forgot she's an actress, not a lingerie model. While doing press for the Avengers,
Scarlett, to get into the shape of Black Widow, did you have anything special to do in terms of the diet?
and she was like,
anything, it's that people are much more interested in your second question to Scarlett than any answer I can give to mine.
I was just going to say that very thing. That's so funny.
Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap, once had to check a reporter and the entire media for constantly labeling her as angry whenever she asserted herself.
Question is, your ass. Is it natural or did you have to work on it? I'm just wondering how something like that happens.
What do you mean, how does it happen? I don't understand. Do you have any other questions?
Oh, yeah, sure.
The moments kept getting awkward.
When these young girls who listen to your music come up to you and say they want to achieve an ass like yours, what do you tell them?
That's another ass question.
No, that was about your fans.
Yeah.
Helen Mirren, dame and acting royalty, once shut down sexism in the most Helen way possible.
Well, your physical attributes.
You mean my fingers? Come on, spit it out.
I meant your figure.
This is what she had to say.
Boring questions. Really.
Boring questions.
Pretty boring in the end, yeah.
What's that?
Denzel Washington, the legend, once called out the media on the spot for pushing dangerous narratives, especially when it comes to politics and misinformation.
There's no place called Hollywood.
You are part of Hollywood.
I'm
You're
a part of the human
now.
race. I'm not a part of any system. I'm a human being.
You need a black director. Could a white director not have?
It's not color, it's culture.
Tom Cruise is also a victim to the interviewers, but he really knows how to handle them.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children. I mean, how do you answer that? How do you answer that question?
Megan Fox puts them right where they belong.
What is it?
Please, can you give me a kiss? Please.
On the mouth? Are you silly? Do you ever just look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I really did it today?
Sofia Vergara might play the lovable Gloria on Modern Family, but don't get it twisted. She knows when someone's being shady.
I'm afraid I would be kidnapped.
No, they don't even know who you are over there.
Oh, and Taylor Swift, she is something else.
Walk home with more than maybe just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men.
I'm not gonna walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and then I go home to the cats.
Dana White, the UFC president, is renowned for his no-nonsense approach, especially when confronting what he perceives as disrespectful or provocative questions from the media. Here are a couple of notable instances where he firmly addressed such situations.
You obviously give a long leash to your fighters about, what they can say.
I don't give anybody a leash. That's ridiculous to say I give somebody a leash.
Quentin Tarantino, the mind behind Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill, once went nuclear on a reporter who tried to psychoanalyze him over violence in his films.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
Because it's so much fun, Jan. Get it?
It got more intense.
Stuff because you're talking about real life.
Oh,
and I'm
I see.
talking
And
about the movies. You got to get it straight. Now, if you want to talk about the movies, we'll talk about the movies.
Okay, and
if you
kids
want to talk about real life, we'll talk about real life.
Jonah Hill, once boxed in as the funny fat guy, has spent years proving he's more than the stereotype. But that didn't stop some interviewers from trying him.
Are you the fat guy in Hollywood still? Or is everybody look at you and they're like, oh wow, this is great, now you're healthy?
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
Yeah. Mel Gibson, known for his intense performances and direct demeanor, has had several notable confrontations with interviewers when discussions veered into personal or controversial territories.
Do you think that the public will perceive you any differently after all that's been in the news about you?
He did not take the question well, and here is what he had to say.
What are you referring to specifically?
Referring to drinking problems,
that's almost 4 years ago, dude. I mean, I've moved on. I guess you haven't.
Oh, yes. Vince McMahon, the larger-than-life WWE boss, is no stranger to confrontational interviews.
Can you guarantee me right now that there will be a year 2 for the XFL?
What a ridiculous statement.
It got even more heated.
Turns out to be a grand-scale failure.
You want to let me finish here for a second, pal? Shut your mouth and let me answer the question, all right, Al?
When it comes to shutting down rude questions, no one does it better than Tom Hardy.
And our question is for Tom Hardy. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
Well, here is what he had to say.
I don't find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality. Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Anne Hathaway is class, intelligence, and grace. But don't let the soft smile fool you. When interviewers cross the line, she knows how to clap back with elegance.
You are in phenomenal shape.
Thank you.
You're very
gracious.
You're always in great shape. But
the interviewer kept on until she said,
"What is the feline fitness?"
Are you trying to lose weight?
Well,
what's the deal, man?
Selena Gomez, the pop princess with a heart of gold, has had her fair share of awkward interviews. But when it comes to shutting down disrespect, she does it softly, but powerfully.
You opened up and talked about how Justin Bieber has had a big impact in your life. And I want to know, how would you say he's most influenced the person that you are today?
I mean, I don't think anybody truly actually cares.